Hey y'all, Rick Sky here, and I want to provide a quick update. And just within this video, I'm going to talk about what COVID did to me. That's right, I caught COVID-19. I did you can check out my previous video where I performed the test. It's been several days now. Let's see, I tested positive on Sunday, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Today, at the time of filming this, is Thursday, so I've still got a really scratchy throat. I've still got extremely low energy. The biggest thing that it did to me, it just, as far as energy levels concerned, even if I just walked from one room to the other, felt very exhausted, quite winded, and it was a big energy drain. Initially, I had a fever, and it was a wicked fever. It was above 100, and that was one of the first nights. And then I was like, okay, well, something's up. And then, of course, the next day, the fever was it was 99, which was still significant. Again, I'm not a doctor, but the fever was kind of the first thing. And I've continued to have it. I've had like body aches, just kind of your joints and stuff. They ache a little bit. I did notice, and this was kind of freaky, but I looked down and my hands, at one point, I kind of had a bluish, purplish color to my skin. And that's kind of scary because, and again, I'm not a doctor, but that could suggest being deprived of oxygen. Which human beings, they need oxygen to be able to survive. So other things I did, I had a little bit of an upset stomach. I've lost my taste. That's the biggest thing. Now, I did one of the things I did. I went and got some extremely hot chicken wings because I wanted something to just kind of bring me back to life. And I felt that eating extremely hot chicken wings could do that. Even the hottest sauce. I mean, this was like hot as ghost pepper or something, maybe a little bit hotter than ghost pepper. But even that, it was still hard to taste it. Now, not to be graphic, but the next day when I went to the bathroom, I felt it. So I know this stuff was hot. But my point is that, this COVID stuff has distorted my taste buds so much that I couldn't really get the flavor of the chicken wings, and I couldn't even get the spice, that actually kind of blew my mind that it enabled me to eat something so hot that I didn't even feel it in my mouth when I was eating it. So, yeah, that was interesting. The biggest thing that I've done, and again, I'm not a doctor, I'm just a guy on YouTube, and I wanted to share this story. This is the first time I've ever had COVID. I test myself every week just for the heck of it. So this is the first time I've ever had it. And, of course, I've stayed completely isolated and, doing everything I can because I don't want to risk making anyone else sick. But, the biggest thing for me has been just drinking a bunch of water, just tap water with ice, drinking a ton of water, getting a ton of rest. Failed to mention earlier, but one of the things is like just this low-grade headache that just continued. And that's gone on for days. And, even taking, like a headache medication or whatever, it doesn't really make it go away. So, that was that's been a big pain. I like to do a lot of, I like to exercise and stuff. I've had no energy, not enough energy at all to exercise. So, it's, obviously the test that I had said that I had COVID, but even if it hadn't said that, there is, at least from what I've experienced, this is slightly different than an average cold. Just at least for me, when I've had an average cold, the symptoms, the headache has not lingered like this. The loss of taste to this degree was not an issue. The shortness of breath, that was, and again, mine was pretty mild, but I can tell because I don't have enough stamina to even do a walk or a hike or anything like that. So it's pretty much, I'd consider myself to be somewhat healthy. I eat and drink whatever I want to. I don't care because I exercise a lot. But I think if somebody didn't exercise a lot and they got this stuff, it could be potentially be more severe. I don't know. But one thing I've done, I've drank a ton of water, I've kept the I've kept the news off. You sit there and you watch the news, and it'll freak you out. You're gonna think you're on the way to an ICU somewhere or something. I mean, and again, I'm not trying to downplay the situation. I'm just explaining, what it did to me. But it's easy, especially if someone was someone that, what's the word, hypochondriac or something. If someone was a hypochondriac and caught this, oh man, it could be brutal. Especially, just seeing what you see on TV and social media and this, that, and the other. So I've just kept myself. I mean, I've kept myself isolated. You probably noticed I haven't filmed a ton of videos, which is unusual for my channel, and that's because I've been so low energy because of this. So, yeah, I mean, it's again, it's the first time I've ever had it, and I'll say it's real, and it did put a dent in me. My stamina is low, my voice still sounds horrible, but it's like anything else. You just gotta know what works for you and get through it. And what's worked for me has been a bunch of water, a bunch of rest, and just staying away from the TV, staying away from the social media. I mean, YouTube's a good thing, but staying away from the other social media and the news. That's been the big thing, staying away from that. But yeah, it'll put a dent in you, man. It definitely will. So the question is again, today is Thursday. I tested positive on Sunday. So the real question is how long will this inconvenience continue? Because it's really put me in a bind. And obviously following protocol and respecting others. I'm not going anywhere around other people or anything like that, because you could risk spreading it. Just because I got what happened to me doesn't mean that if somebody else got it that they would have the same symptoms and outcome and all of that. Just like the flu. Some people catch the flu and they're out for a few days with a fever, and that's about it. Some people catch the flu and it's a lot more serious. So everybody's body is different, and I'm not trying to downplay it at all, but I'm just telling you what I experienced. And yeah, it's the biggest thing again has been the just the decrease in stamina. I just have I have very little energy to do anything. Just walking from one room to another is more than enough. So it's definitely put a dent in me. Is it survivable? Is it something that I'm glad I got? Actually, I am glad I got it finally, because now, and again, I'm not a doctor. I'm just stating this. This is my opinion. But I'm glad I got it, because I feel that now that I've got it, number one, I know what it does. So if I ever get it again, even before I test, that I'll probably know that I've got it. Number two, I know that it's survivable. I tested positive Sunday. It's Thursday, and I'm still ticking. So that's a good thing. It's a major inconvenience, but it's I don't know. There's really nothing to say, but it's just hopefully this will provide me with the what do you call them, antibodies or whatever, to better prevent me from catching it again. But if I do catch it again, is it going to just be a horrible thing? No. It's just I've had pneumonia, I've had the flu, and now I've had COVID, and they're all bad things, but it's just a matter of fighting through it. It's I don't know. But again, I've just kept the news off, and I've kept all social media off except for YouTube. I like YouTube. But I hope this video helps. I'm just sharing my experience. There's nothing glorified here. It just is what it is. So, just to recap, headache, the continued loss of energy, body aches, a fever when it first started. And I've had a few mild fevers on and off since the first one, but it was only one time where I had the the really high level fever, and that was when all this kicked off. And then of course the loss of taste, and that's been the biggest inconvenience, because it's like, whether I'm eating something high quality or just something cheap, like a microwave chicken pot pie, it doesn't matter, because I can't really taste the difference, So I haven't been able to enjoy good food because, well, I can't taste it. So why am I going to waste my time and my money on the good food? So, but yeah, don't be afraid of this stuff. If you get it, yeah, you'll probably know you got it. But this is what happened to me. And, I'm not a young guy. I'm over 40. I'm over 40 years old. But, I am pretty active. I'm kind of chubby, But, everybody's situation is probably different. But, and again, I'm just glad that I got it. Now that I can say I've had it. And hopefully I've got antibodies. And hopefully, hopefully all this stuff will be put to rest soon. Because it's crazy, man. But, yeah, I mean, this was my experience. Tell me what you think down below. And thanks for your viewership. And y'all have a good day. Hey y'all, Captain Irix Guy here. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to subscribe. It's youtube.com/Irix Guy. And ring that bell icon when you do to be notified whenever I post another video. Thanks for your viewership, and y'all have a good day.